Hi, this is Philip Scorza. I'd like to welcome you to Points of Interest. Today we're at the Old Town Days. The Santa Clarita Valley Historical Society holds this event here in downtown Newhall. Come on along. Tell us how this thing works.
Well, it's called a spring pole drill device. It was devised by the Chinese around the 15th century and most likely found its way to America through laborers and what have you during the Industrial Revolution. But what it involved was a 30-foot sapling, which was either pulled over or uprooted and tied down with rocks, cable, or rope, or what have you. And about 1/3 the length of the sapling out, there was a bracing built to give it more angle, give it more flexibility, sort of like a fly rod at the end. At the end was a winch with an adjustable length of rope, which was tied off on that bracing. Down the length of the rope, which fed down into a casing itself, which was like about 10-15 feet down on the ground, was a 2 to 3 foot piece of brass or iron piping. And this was your original drill bit. And it was beveled sharp to a cutting edge. What they did then was they fed it back down into the casing till it touched ground. At that point, they brought it back up another 1.5 to 2 feet, tied it off. It's now suspended above the ground. At that point, one of the workers would either put his feet in one of the stirrups or both stirrups. In this case, we have a plank across so you get a nice even spring, hence the name spring pole, because it was attached to the pole. The worker would get up without trying to swing, would jump up and down. Then you would feel, as well as hear, the pipe cutting into the ground.
Neat.
Now, at that point, after the pipe would fill up, they pull it back out. They had great shoulders and arms in those days.
Yeah.
Then they would tap out the earth, adjust the rope out the length that they just cut in the ground, and do it all over again.
Yeah.
Now, if they had the misfortune to run into a rock, they'd have to bring it up, detach the pipe, attach a huge chisel, iron bar, and do the same process, pulverize the rock, put it back on, do the process again.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for joining us, and I'm going to go back now and pan for some more gold.